me fire up isolation. I think we're live.
Okay, now we do see. We appear to be live. Let me go horrors out. Welcome, Casper, Caustic Viper.
Hey, we're good. How are you?
Welcome, Casper, Caustic Viper. Okay, do you actually, do you feel like you're gonna get some stuff tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
I feel good. I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel good.
Okay. Do you want me to stream to Discord?
Yes. I'm just doing all the social bullshit first.
Okay, should be streaming to Discord now. I'll start with the basement.
Bit of warm up as per usual. Gusty Viper says only 10 days left for that Romulus prequel comic. We'll finally see Big Chap in action. I'm really looking forward to that comic actually.
Yeah.
I think I might go pick that one up after work if I can.
Just don't get the AVP alien cover.
What if I like it?
I guess if you like it, then sure.
Said nobody ever. I was just gonna get the red one, the default red one.
Yeah. There's that.
I think that's
one.
the standard retail.
I think there was another one that I liked.
It says 9 days till DVD release. You mean the digital release? Is that when we get the digital release? Is it this month?
October 15th. So yeah.
Yeah.
They make us buy it twice now, don't they?
I wasn't going to bother with the digital one, I'll be honest.
Well, it's got all the special features, and I don't want to wait till December to watch those.
Does it really have all this? Okay. Okay, maybe I will. part of the fucking problem. Dusty Viper says there's also Alien versus Avengers in November too. Yeah, that's a bi-monthly thing, isn't it? Well, an every 2 monthly thing. Yeah.
So I just played through this game again, so I shouldn't be as useless as I was the last time I streamed this.
Did you manage to beat my time?
No, I was very close.
It's funny because I've been replaying it on the Switch for my replay, and I still haven't managed to do basement. I'd start as a warm up as well, and I've still not managed to finish it. Uh-oh.
He didn't kill me, he bonked me.
I don't think you ever get killed the first time. Caustic Viper says, you're not useless, Adam. You're navigating the path as it unfolds before you.
Tell that to Aaron.
When have I ever called you useless?
Only all the time.
Unreliable and flaky, sure. But never useless.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Stompy. Go on. Jeez.
Do we know what special features are included? We do, don't we? Let me bring up the news post. It is a return to horror, crafting Alien Romulus. The director's vision: discover how one of today's greatest horror directors, Fede Alvarez, collaborated with master filmmaker Ridley Scott to craft a new heart-pounding chapter in the Alien franchise. Creating the story. Learn what inspired the story of Alien Romulus.
Oh boy.
And see the many Easter eggs from previous Alien installments that you may have missed. Casting the faces.
This is
Meet
not
the stars.
good. Because I am out of flamethrower juice.
So that was casting the faces, sorry. Meet the stars of Alien Romulus as they take us inside the hearts and minds of their characters. Explore the parallels between Rain and the iconic franchise heroine, Ripley. Learn how the filmmakers brought back a face from the past. Constructing the world. Explore the massive practical sets of Alien Romulus.
Oh, here it is. Okay, that's that. There's that too. I gotta lock down the, delete the system data. You saw nothing, Stompy. You saw nothing. Go over that way. Ah, damn it, right when he hopped out of the vent. Or hopped into the vent.
So there's constructing the world, also inside the Xenomorph showdown, Alien: A Conversation, and alternative and extended scenes. So a reasonable chunk of stuff.
Ethanol,
Well,
huh?
welcome, Rob. Welcome, Cryptid.
Need more damn ethanol.
Kaylin, welcome. Custy says,
Kaylin,
I've heard that Monolith might be wanting to do an AVP3.
Really?
Don't want to believe it, but wanted to run it by you guys in case you know anything about it. That's the first we've heard about it, buddy.
Shit. Come on, Stompy, leave me be.
You have to send us where you've seen that.
That would be
Definitely it's the
fucking
first we've
sick.
heard.
But given that Warner Brothers owns their bones now, I highly doubt it. Because Disney's a competitor.
Cryptid says they've done a review of all, well, of Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Predator. So, might be worth checking that channel out.
Did it. All 3 objectives complete. Although that time really sucked.
Yeah.
My best time is 1 minute and 5 seconds, but that's not completing objectives. Your best time is, where's friends ranking? 1 minute and 3 seconds. So I'm literally 2 seconds behind you.
I think I did those objectives, though.
But your best score is 134,940. I don't know how you got a score that high. Because my best is only 19,000.
I guess doing the objectives faster.
Yeah, but you must have gotten these question mark multipliers and bonus points here.
Yeah, maybe.
Predminator asks, do you guys think that Ilphonic will put a Dutch DLC, both skins and Isabel, back in the PlayStation Store? I'm ashamed to say I never bought them 4 years later. Wish they would put them back. Unfortunately, from what we know, the licensing has expired with the Fireteam characters. I do not believe they'll be coming back, unfortunately. So if you bought them, you got them. If you don't, sorry. I do wish they would have given people a heads up about that, but I guess that's not how it works.
It maybe if the game's commercially successful on the relaunch, you know, it might prompt them to renegotiate, but that's just me shrugging my shoulders at the minute.
But yes, welcome to our initial viewers. Today we are doing a dual stream, which we haven't really done before, I don't think.
I mean,
not
I've
that I
done-
can remember.
I've done a bunch of mobile games.
Okay, well, never mind then. But we thought it'd be appropriate. Alien Isolation is on the eve of its. Jeez, I can't believe I did that. The eve of its 10th anniversary.
I'm the one drinking beer.
Eve of its 10th anniversary. And Predator Hunting Grounds just came out with their revamped version for next-gen consoles. So we're like, well, we can't neglect one over the other. So why don't we just stream both? So for the first half of the stream, we will be doing Alien Isolation. And the second half, we will be doing Predator Hunting Grounds.
Indeed.
So, Aaron, what should I do? Well, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I need to do Last Survivor, because I just played through the main game again. And I played through Crew Expendable as a review for our upcoming retrospective podcast. So I need to play through Last Survivor, just so I have all the core parts of the game done.
Caustic Viper says somebody mentioned it in a stream yesterday, but I was a bit skeptical about it. That's why I wanted to ask you, because if anybody knows, you guys would. No, definitely not. Definitely not heard that one ourselves. Hopefully it ends up being true though. But then again, I mean, we've also seen how many games.
We'll take our chances in the shuttle.
Oh, sure.
Good.
We're gonna need coolant for the air support system.
He'll shut up when Sigourney Weaver's talking.
Damn.
Parker, I powered up the shuttle. Have you got those coolant tanks ready?
We're doing it. You want to give us
I do wish they would have put the alien right there when you get back to the shuttle.
Yeah. There's a gap waiting for it.
And there's no cat. Where's the cat? That should have been an objective. Rescue the cat.
Fetch the cat. Fetch Jonesy.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Lambert is gonna kill us!
I think this was Yaphet Kotto's last role, was it not?
What, isolation?
Yeah. I think it was.
I don't know.
Parker?
Well, he died a good few years after it, though.
Yeah, I got to meet him at Monster Palooza. He was a super nice guy.
Yeah, it does look like his last one.
Lambert! Parker!
Predator says, yeah, I wish we got a back heads up. Alien blackout. Before the game was taken off.
You gotta talk into your microphone, man. Because we can't hear you if you don't.
Sorry, I thought Predator says, yeah, I wish we got a heads up. Alien Blackout, the mobile game, gave us a heads up before the game was taken to the store. Also, Isolation still has DLC up 10 years later. Well, the thing is, we never know the conditions of these licensing agreements and anything like that.
We're going totally the wrong way. Stompy's already shown up.
Because that might have been things to do with Sony, and now that they're not related to Sony, big question mark. Casper says, which platform will you get the digital version on? The different platforms of VOD. I've never purchased anything on VOD, I'm not gonna lie.
On what?
That what they call the digital purchasing of bullshit?
What is it?
VOD? VOD?
Oh,
Videos on
video
demand?
on demand. Yeah, I do have a library. It used to be called Vudu. Now it's called Fandango at Home. Rolls off the tongue, right?
Almost sounds like Clem Fandango.
But a lot of those times when I buy the Blu-ray, it'll come with a digital copy. So I just started redeeming those codes and built up a digital library. And there's still some movies you can't really find on physical now. So it's good to have a digital library. But yeah, I mean, I also prefer just getting physical. Oh, Mr. Alien.
Caustic Viper says wishful thinking, I guess. Either way, we're still going strong on Alien. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have literally no arguments with these last couple of years. I'm very much looking forward to Rogue Incursion as well.
Yes. I'm super hyped for that.
Please work. Thank you.
Ooh. I'm behind by a month or so, but it looks like Valakwan's posted recently on Strange Shapes.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Unknown organism. It came out of Kane. We just ejected his body out into
Oh, it looks like they got hit for hit by plagiarists as well.
Oh, Strange Shapes?
Yeah.
Isn't it the most fun? I guess it hasn't happened to you, has it?
to help us catch
Uh,
Brett and Parker.
I don't remember, I'll be honest.
Drive it toward the airlock.
Well, but then again, we used to have problems with
Quarantine regulations.
what were they called?
Hey, there's
Back in
another
the
alien beer brand. I haven't seen that one before. Pendleton's Triple Star Beer. Interesting.
was that one of Isolations?
I guess so. But sorry, you were saying?
We had problems back in the Prometheus days where a website came out and pretty much just copied our layout, took our favicon item, changed the picture, then had the audacity to be offended when we called them out about it.
We're all just fans here, guys. By the way, can everybody hear both of us all right? Audio to our voices and game is good.
Predminator says, Happy 10th anniversary to Alien Isolation, no great memories with this game. Casper says, I'm just curious, what's the best website or platform for the digital stuff?
I would...
Do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I'm biased because my library's on Fandango at Home, formerly Voodoo. I like that one. I know some people like Amazon Prime Video. They have a really big selection, but I just feel like Prime Video gets too lost in the mess that is Amazon's website. So, yeah, there's Movies Anywhere, I guess, is one. That one's kind of tied to my Fandango at Home account. So, I don't know. I mean, just whatever you already have movies on, I guess, is the right answer.
I'd be more inclined to get Prime just because I have Prime. Caustic Viper says, think Lex from AVP might appear as a fire team member for Hunting Ground. I
would
wouldn't
be
mind seeing
sick.
Lex back. Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool. No Starduck says, just a heads up everybody, the original In Search of Darkness documentary by the guys who did Aliens Expanded is streaming on a loophole day on their YouTube channel, Creator VC. I knew they'd got a 24-hour stream, I didn't realise that's what it was. That's cool. I don't think I haven't seen In Search of Darkness, but I watched their In Search of Tomorrow before I jumped on board with promoting Aliens Expanded with them.
Oh, yeah,
I really enjoyed that one.
Where the hell am I supposed to go?
Terminator says, what are the chances of them reissuing a new license agreement and putting the 5-team character DLC back for Hunting Grounds?
Not likely.
I think the re-release would just have to blow up and be super successful for that to ever happen.
Should do it.
Rob says, which physical versions of Romulus is everybody getting? I've ordered the Fancy Pants 4K steel bulk thing.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think there's a great deal of difference across them, though, is there? There's just...
No, you just have the regular, the 4K. I think there's still a DVD. I don't know why the Steelbook was so expensive. Steelbooks typically aren't that much more than, like, the base 4K Blu-ray, but this time around it was pricey.
Like 35 quid, I think, when I pre-ordered it.
I need more flamethrower fuel. I think there's some in here.
People are hearing as well.
What?
People are hearing us well.
Okay, good.
Mitch says, are Scar and Wolf in this Predator game?
Yes, they are, and that is awesome. I waited a long time for AVP Preds for hunting grounds. Unless you mean Isolation, they're not in here.
He said Pred game. He said Pred game.
That would be nice. Though.
Come on, Ripley.
No, keep Alien to itself and keep Predator to itself. Until we do a proper AVP.
Oh boy.
Casper says, I got my Aliens Expanded physical items the other day. Nice. Yeah, I got mine a week or two back.
I didn't realize you had to pay shipping like way after the fact, so I totally missed their email about it, but I just paid my shipping, so hopefully I finally get it.
I really enjoyed that documentary.
Yeah. I haven't watched... I mean, I've watched segments of In Search of Tomorrow and In Search of Darkness, and there's a YouTuber I really like called Good Bad Flicks, and he's recommended their stuff, so... A part of me does kind of raise my eyebrow a bit on how hard they push their crowdfunding, and it's, you know, now it's on the thing, and it's like, and I feel like their media could be a bit more accessible to those who don't want to be involved in the crowdfunding. But overall, it seems like they get some good interviews, and their documentaries are worth watching. God damn it! Which way?
I think what they don't put across well enough is the fact that the crowdfunding is their funding. So you know they're not backed by producers elsewhere.
Shit. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked.
Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I think that's what they kind of needed to explain better, was that at that level you're the investors, you're the producers, the financiers. But I was very happy with the end result. You know, it was a fantastic opportunity for the cast members that aren't normally included in these interviews and the makings of, to be involved and, you know, put their stories across. There were some knowledgeable, like floating heads involved in it as well, which was cool. I'm disappointed I wasn't invited to participate.
Hey, at least you're in the credits. I regretted not recording sound for it.
That was really hard work to get a story down to 30 seconds. It was very hard.
Did you do your nightmare story? Was that it?
Probably. I can't remember. They sent out an email to all the backers who were like, here's some topics we want people to talk about. And my first draft of my story was about like 3 minutes. I was like, fuck, okay.
Yeah. I did do one submission for like Alien Day some years back.
Yes, there was an officially backed a Fox Alien Day thing, wasn't there, like that?
Yeah, and I think they included mine on that one.
I think I ended up in the mosaic. I can't remember if I actually ended up in the thing. Rob Harvey says, talked about the steelbooks and the editions. Same, I'm not generally fussed with steelbooks, but I have them for Prometheus and Covenant. Didn't know they did a steelbook for Prometheus.
Yeah, I imported UK steelbooks from Zavvi for AVP and AVPR.
I've got an AVP one.
Oh, so Aaron, you know the bit in the original Alien where Ripley's in this room, and through these windows we see this big open room with, like,
yes,
some people thought it was the refinery, but I think it's actually the reactor of the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it looks like the reactor of the Sevastopol, honestly.
Yeah, it is. It is the reactor or the engines or whatever new generation. Because I think there's some behind the scenes stills of the miniatures of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you remember how when the last time we streamed this, when I was in the Marshall Bureau and those windows were grayed out, and I was like, what's the deal with not being able to see anything out these windows? Is this a bug or something?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
So when you return to the Marshall Bureau later and meet back up with I'm blanking on his name.
Marlo.
No, not
Oh, Ricardo.
yeah, Ricardo. Then you can see outside the windows, and it's like it should be. You can see like part of the station in space. So Alien Isolation still has a couple bugs, even this long after.
They're all minor though. It's okay.
They are all minor.
Okay.
There's another part where you're in the synthetic manufacturing plant, and the alien attacks a group of people and takes one over the railing, and the other two shoot at it. And then the other two just kind of freeze up and blank stare and don't do anything after that. And I wasn't the only one who that happened to, because I just watched the G-Man Lives Alien video game video, and the exact same thing happened to him in that one.
You mean the big review thing he's done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to the Alien 3 The Gun. I need to finish watching it. So,
Okay, I can do this.
Oh, this part's
well, it's
so-
funny
so
because
good.
I'd watched a video of he did on Hexen, which is what reminded me he'd done that, the Alien one. Gusty Viper says if only we could get Scarface in Hunting Grounds, if the licensing would be an issue.
Well, next year's the anniversary. I can't imagine licensing would be an issue if NECA could do it.
I'm sure they could do it. But No Stardust says I don't get the appeal of having names in credits and the push for it, but do like their documentaries. Looking forward to the Thing documentary too. Mitchell says his 30-second video wasn't picked.
Oh, sorry about that.
I mean, being in the credits is just nice. It's a tangible way that you are involved in something with the franchise. I mean, obviously, Expanded is a fan-produced documentary. It's not a Fox thing, Fox Studio, sorry, but it's still, it's still a gargantuan documentary, and to be listed on there as one of the people that made it happen is just cool to me. Rob says the Prometheus Steelbook wasn't an original release version, it was a savvy re-release. Casper says, do you think James Raymore should have been included in the documentary? I don't... James Raymore will always be an interesting side note in the franchise, but he filmed like, what, 2-3 days?
Kane, Lambert,
Without seeing more of his footage in the film,
and Captain Dallas.
and actually seeing how his Hicks was,
Cargo and ship destroyed.
I'm not sure he's really that
I should reach the frontier in
interesting.
about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network
Mike's
will pick me
Monsters,
up.
welcome to the stream. Says,
This is
I wish I liked the expanded doc, but it didn't do
last
it for me.
survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Well, it did it for me. I very much enjoyed it. Like I said, I like seeing all the I don't want to say C-list actors, but all the tertiary characters
I love you.
get to tell their stories. I think the Floating Heads were pretty good. It was a documentary that was made with genuine interest and passion for the film.
So you liked it more than Memory?
Oh, very much so. Memory was interesting, if only for the fact that I had somehow completely missed the whole memory part of Alien until that documentary came out. I'd never known of incomplete draft of pre-Star Beast known as Memory. But once it starts to hit the chest burster aspect, it's all just fucking gibberish. All the floating head stuff, all the psycho analysis is kind of bullshit in that documentary, in my opinion. Mike's throwing some shade there. God. I have had a little bit too much talking heads from some certain fans in Expanded. I am disappointed they didn't invite me to come down. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Do you want to do a mission after this?
Sure. Yes, happy almost anniversary to Isolation. I actually thought it was today because Google lies. And if you Google Alien Isolation release date, it says October 6th, but it was really October 7th.
Indeed.
So happy almost anniversary. I thought we were doing the stream on the anniversary, but I mean, close enough.
Mitchell says, I'm just grateful to have my name associated on the same project with James Cameron. Yeah, I get that. I get that as well.
That's no good. Now, when I played through the game again, I did play through it on normal. I switched it to hard for a little bit, and I was doing alright, but yeah, you definitely have to spend much more time hiding from the alien on hard. He's much more on you. And although I've beaten it on Nightmare before, just to review it for the podcast, normal was a very good difficulty to just breeze through it. It did feel a bit too easy, but I just kind of wanted to review the game. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, the game is correct in saying hard is the recommended way to experience the game, unless you're Ryan McCaffrey.
Casper says, yeah, my thought process was like, it's nice to see Alien Theory, but where are the guys from OVP Galaxy? Well, I wish we would have been there. Unfortunately, Theory just has a far larger audience on YouTube than we do. So I completely get why he was the primary fan voice on there.
So, well, I did get the Molotov blueprint, so I believe I can get out of here now. You bastard.
Mitchell says I told them to make a Predator documentary to tie us to the same universe. Yeah, it could have been. Could be interesting to see them doing a Predator one. I do think there's more depth to that first film than people give it credit for, and it'd be curious to see somebody explore that more.
I stepped on Stompy's tail and he noticed me. Damn it. That actually happened in Sizzy's game when she was under a table and it looked like Stompy wasn't going to find her, and then Stompy's tail hit her, and then he got her. So that can happen. Yeah, Sizzy Bubbles, speak of the devil, welcome to... Oh, never mind. You're not the devil. Welcome to the stream. Don't touch that tail. He hates that. Alright, what mission should we do?
Do the one after the reactor when you've got.
So the reactor. That would be consultation. So that would be the descent. I think.
Go for it. Yeah, I think you're right. Go for it.
Okay.
Costy Viper says, don't eat Pringles if you have the audio feature on. Personal experience with that lesson.
And just for the sake of it, we will bump up the difficulty to hard.
I'm hearing. What's the news?
Apollo's running Weyland-Yutani protocols.
It's what?
Seegson sold out. Weyland-Yutani are in control of Apollo now. It's refusing to lift the lockdown. It says there's something up with the reactor.
You're from the company. Tell it you don't give a shit and to do what you say.
Sorry, Ricardo, but I'm small fry. Me, Samuels, Taylor, we all are. Guess if we amounted to anything, Apollo wouldn't be so ready to see us killed.
Alistair Ray, welcome to the stream. Doing good. How are you doing?
Welcome, Alistair. Mitchell says, "Can you be the cat in this game? Is it a secret unlockable?" What do you think of an alien game from the perspective of a kitty cat?
No, because then you'd get chased as the cat, and that'd be too heartbreaking.
And then they don't get caught.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
What was that cat game that came out? I want to
Stray.
say Stray. I keep meaning to pick that up.
It's a good one. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Caustic Viper says, "What if they added the four-armed predator from Predator sequel comic? The Isabel tapes imply actually happened." I don't remember that in the tapes, but I admit to not having listened to the Isabel tapes as much as the Dutch ones. I hate that sequel comic to Predators. It's so bad. The artwork was terrible. The Goro Predator was terrible. It didn't happen, in my opinion. I remember enjoying the prequel, though. It was just a shame that the stuff with Nolan didn't really match up to his portrayal in the film. I think him being crazy was something of a last-minute addition with Lawrence Fishburne, if I remember rightly, not how he was written. Gusty Viper says she talked about how Royce was given the Predator armor, which happened right before the Goro Predator attacked him. Yeah, I remember that bit. But they don't mention a four-armed Predator, right?
No, they don't.
It just says the cat would have had a lot of hiding places. That's fair. Cat can get places Stompy can't. No Star Stutch says, "I saw a new body horror movie the other day called The Substance, and I think the director probably just put herself in contention to do an alien movie."
I saw a trailer for that recently, and it looked like a pretty interesting horror movie, I guess. It looked kind of like a mixed genre one.
I've seen people talk about it on the socials recently, actually, but I haven't looked into it.
But I've heard it's very body horror.
That suits Alien fine. I wonder if that's actually out in the UK. Alistair Ray says, "What if Nolan was not crazy, but his friend was cloaked?" It's a very bad friend. It's Adam using his new cheat. Mitchell Lawrence says the Predator versus Black Panther comic story has started off great. Yes, I really enjoyed the first two issues. I think the first issue was stronger.
I need to catch up a bit. I still haven't read Black, White, and Blood. I haven't read What If.
I've really enjoyed Black, White, and Blood. We'll got an interview with the writers of that to post next week or the week after.
Didn't you record that a while ago?
Shh. Look, I had a big backlog, but last week I edited 2 episodes. 2 episodes, Adam.
Oh,
I've
okay.
now
Okay.
started
I didn't
on-
say anything. Forget I said anything.
I've now started on the TR Napa interview, which I'm hoping to have done in a couple of days as well. And then I've got a review we did of Predator: The Last Hunt. And if I can get both of those done this week, I'll be all caught up and there'll be no backlog until we record the 3 possibly 4 new episodes this month. But no, that the Utopia interview is actually very good. Oh my god, tongue tied. Listening to that again when I was editing it, I was like, you know what, these were very well spoken guys. They had some good thoughts on everything that we asked about and talked about. I very much enjoyed that anthology comic. Mike's Monster says the horror community is super hyping up the substance. Body horror to the max, possibly one of the most intense. No Star Dutch says it's very surreal. He's still processing what he thinks fully. Custy Viper says, I'm personally excited for the Nosferatu remake.
Yeah, that looks really good. I guess there's 2 Nosferatu movies coming out soon, actually. There's one with Doug Jones where it's kind of new actors green screened onto the original film. Oh, shit.
Okay. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be on Apple TV. And then you have the completely new one, which looks really good.
Mitchell says, I got What If. What If was more entertaining than it had any right to be. I think there's an annoying continuity gap at the start of it that doesn't quite work, which makes the premise of it itself a bit dodgy. But it was surprisingly enjoyable seeing Burke portrayed in a not such an evil light, but not quite a good light either. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Susie Bubble says, like, Kung Pao? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what they did in that one, too. Mike's Monster says the Doug Jones Nosferatu was filmed about 10 years ago or something. Been in distribution limbo until recently. That's wild. I didn't know that. It's funny how it's just now coming out, though, with an all-new Nosferatu movie. What are the odds on that?
Stardust says, did you all see The Last Voyage of the Dathomir, which is basically a whole movie based on the boat of Dracula? I never saw it get a release over here.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that
I
one.
wanted to watch it.
But I've heard it described as that before, that it's Alien on, like, an old pirate boat with
I
Dracula.
wonder if it actually got a release over here. Too many movies and not enough days or evenings of the week to go and watch them.
That's a strange thing about being an adult, is I felt like, and maybe this was just how I felt and not how it was. I mean, it must have been, right? When I was young, it felt like I could keep up with media, at least media I was interested in. But now it's just, there's so much. There's so many movies and shows and books.
Oh, it
and
is.
It's like,
It
there's
is
no way.
completely a change in just the world. You know, we are overwhelmed by everything now. Mike, name dropping right there in the chat. He'd done a photo shoot with Doug shortly before or after he'd filmed it.
I think I've seen that shoot. Yeah, that was a good one.
Caustic Viper says, I'm still hopeful on that The Thing remake that's been in the talks for a while. They found the original unabridged version of
That's
Who
right.
Goes There. But, yeah, I think we talked about it last stream, didn't we? And because I backed the publication of the long version of it. Yes, because they were going to do a remake of the original book. What's there? The Thing remake. Alistair Ray says Doug Jones is a great actor. He is great at playing creatures. Do you think he could play one in the Alien universe?
Not good. Not good.
I don't know. Would you want to see Doug play an alien or some other black goo creature?
I mean, that guy does know how to do creature performance for sure. So yeah. I feel like we never got to see the suit performer's work on Covenant. Because he...
Yeah, about that was reference for the CG.
Was it? I mean...
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, so remember the intent with all the practical effects in Covenant was to be reference for the CG version. That's...
Yeah, but you're still not seeing... Well, I guess it's unfair to say that, because yes, it is Andy Serkis's performance and things like Planet of the Apes, but I don't know, it didn't feel very motion captured when I saw Covenant.
I'm only pulling you like... Mike says, when I first met Doug in 2006, I told him I would love to see him play the Xenomorph, and he said he'd be honoured, but felt like the other actors would be a better fit. He would be for the Beast. I think he could be interesting as an engineer, or something akin to that.
Engineers in that third prequel we're finally going to get?
Completely unrelated. Just breaks the law. I always think of him as Saru now. The Baron in What We Do in the Dark. I love that show, it's hilarious. No Star Dutch says, any idea when the next Genetic Memory podcast could be? Still holding out. Hope you'll all check out the final Terror. I'd be shocked if Thomas Brothers didn't see that without warning.
Ricardo,
Mix
you
them
ever
together
been to
to
the
make a
reactor?
masterpiece. Yes, we've been talking about that recently actually. We're going to be doing Underwater next.
Seems like a lifetime ago.
We just need to find a day for us to do it. We've got the end of this week. We're recording 2 big isolation ones. The Patreons will have already seen the post with a link to the live broadcast of our retrospective discussion. We've also got a retro interview booked in place as well, with a bunch of the developers from the game, which we'll be recording on Friday, so we'll be spending this week prepping for that. We've got another Romulus interview booked in for one of the last weeks of the month, so there'll be some prep before that as well. Maybe should we do Underwater last week of the month?
Yeah. And we got a lot this month.
Or the first weekend of November, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it has been... We probably should get to that.
I know.
Patreon.
We've just had so much going off, though. That's the thing. You know, tomorrow I'll be posting another another Romulus interview that we've recorded. Like I said, I've been trying to get through our backlog of stuff. So there's 2 podcasts ready to come out.
Attack the reactor core, Ricardo.
I've still got 2 more to work on, which I'm hoping to finish this week, and then we've got 3 scheduled to be recorded next month. So we've got plenty of content coming. It's just the genetic memory we need to get booked in.
This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the game here.
Shooting all the Joes.
Because it's so loud. No, just the vibe of the reactor in here. Because it's like the scene in the original Alien where it's just, for whatever reason, it feels like it's raining in that landing gear bay. You know, be it maybe the ice on the planet melting, maybe coolant coming down or whatever, but who cares? Just the visual of the chains and the water coming down. And this takes that idea and cranks it up to 11. Like, it literally feels like there's a thunderstorm going on here with heavy rain in the reactor.
Yeah. No Stardust says, that gives me an excuse to rewatch Underwater. Rob Harvey says, don't worry, you all deserve a break. There hasn't really been much of a break, unfortunately.
Mike's Monster says, Adam might be busy hosting some guy named Mikey and his girlfriend in the first weekend of November, so he might be a little busy. That's right, Mike is finally coming to my neck of the woods. Usually I'm out there in Los Angeles. Made it here before Aaron did. I figured that's how it would be.
Of course, he lives in the same fucking continent as you. Jesus Christ. Caustic Viper says, the reactor made me feel like I was watching the inside of the atmosphere processor from Aliens. All the electricity did it for me. Yeah, that's a good vibe as well. Definitely. Casper Seegson tomorrow together. But yeah, I mean, more my point, Rob and Caustic, is I know we haven't done a genetic memory, but we've been working on stuff. Don't worry, there's plenty of shit coming.
No, I was just teasing Mike. I was not guilt tripping. I know Aaron will have to make it out here one of these days for one reason or another.
Adam can never successfully guilt trip me.
Yeah, only Aaron's good at the guilt tripping.
I don't guilt trip you.
Yes, you do.
Who I fuck? I lay out facts. Casper says, to be honest, I'd love to have one of those in-game posters. They are so cool. Yes! Me too. And this is the point where I took my first break of the game when I played it for the first time.
Oh, right when you walked in here?
Yeah. That was when I went, okay, that's the end of day one. I have not got it in me.
It's such a good part of the game because although after the main sequence ends with the OG Stompy, on some level we know that's not the end of the alien we're going to be seeing in this game, right? But we don't realize that there's more than one. We're like, oh, maybe somehow it escaped the thing and made it back on the station, or maybe there's just one more or something that replaces him. But at that point, they kept it pretty well hidden that there wasn't a whole bunch of them.
Ricardo,
And so to just walk into a hive like this, I mean, I kind of got a sense when you consult with Apollo and it says there's something up underneath the reactor, and I'm like, oh, it's not a hive, is it? And then we see it, and it is one of the most well-realized hives, I think, in the Alien game history.
Oh, definitely. You know, do I like it over the 2010 ones? I think I do like it over the 2010 ones. Although I still stand by the 2010 hives. I still think they were great.
Oh yeah, they definitely were. But this one, there's a lot more like subtle, like creepy audio cues going on, like moaning in the distance and stuff. Yeah.
It's just a massively atmospheric vibe. And like the attention to detail of like the the mucus dripping on the door when it opens.
Casper says no blue mist. It's because it's space jockey tech.
No, some of them don't create it. But no, that's why I asked for what was his justification for why it didn't show up in Aliens. But I only had so much balls when it came to pushing back.
Yeah. You know, we're just grateful to have him on, and he's a super nice guy. So we're not gonna be like, really? You were really, when you filmed that, you were just like, it's a mystery. I don't know about
It's
that
funny
one.
though. You know, because we finally posted ours, I finally listened to Perfect Organisms, and he was like, "I just expected you all to give me so much more shit."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I mean, we probably could have nitpicked a bit more, but I know they and I know us were probably just like, yeah, we don't want to piss you off too much. But at the end of the day, you know, I wouldn't have wanted him on the podcast at all if I didn't like the film.
Oh yeah. It's
You
like,
know, because I had that really bad reaction to the premiere, you know. I came out of it being like, shit, I don't want to talk to him.
damn, that bad, huh?
Well, remember, I couldn't fucking understand anything that was going off on the screen at the time. But like, I really was so sour over that first viewing, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to deal with having to say no, thank you.
Yeah.
But then when I saw it that second and third time, and I actually really enjoyed it. I was like, thank God, thank God.
This part's so cool when you pull up the motion tracker and there's just a whole bunch of them. Oh shit.
Mike's Monster says Pierre was very nice to him. I think he was hoping both your sites would have been a bit more nitpicky.
Yeah, I remember he said the same thing on their podcast. He's like, yeah, I listened to your guys' first reaction and it seemed like you hated
Yeah,
it.
it sounds like this slag. I haven't listened to that review yet. I've only listened to the one you were on. It sounds like they slagged it off somewhat chronic. But I mean, to be fair, I saw the same sort of comments on the fan reviews on our boards where people, when they came back from their second viewing, they actually really enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah, I enjoyed it more in subsequent viewings than I did my first one. I'd still probably settle on about a 7.5, but like, it wasn't nearly as frustrating as Prometheus and Covenant. Like, Prometheus and Covenant I feel like they are, at least to me, like, they are objectively decent films. It's just as an Alien fan, they get me frustrated. Whereas Romulus less so, but there were definitely some things about it that I thought could have been done a bit differently.
I compare it to Alien 3. You know, I think it's a film with some flaws and some things I would have personally done differently, but it's a film I still can enjoy nonetheless. No Stardust says, when I finally listened to the interview, I actually brought into what he said about the blue mist. I think it's right about it being a detection system either way. Yeah, it's got to be some form of detection. Slayer Boy says, quick question, is the new Alien game going to be multiplayer like Predator Hunting Grounds?
I don't believe they've said, if you're talking about Rogue Incursion, I don't believe they've said anything about that. If you're talking about the leaked Fireteam sequel, then yeah, I mean, that'll definitely have co-op.
Yeah. It'd be funny for don't want to say it'd be funny if Rogue Incursion had co-op or multiplayer, because I just don't know if the game would work with it very well.
I honestly never knew you could do that. You could whack facehuggers if you timed it right.
Yeah. Charlie Hutchins says, how would you guys rank Romulus among the other Alien films?
To me... Oh, sorry, go
You
ahead.
go.
Oh, okay. I thought about my ranking, and it was you have to understand, I like Resurrection more than most people. So it was, is it better than Resurrection? That was kind of where I was at. If we're talking Alien, Aliens, Alien 3 Assembly Cut, I feel like those are all stronger than Romulus. But I don't know if I would place it above Resurrection or below. But I really like Resurrection. I know most people don't. So
Adam throwing out the opinions that make us all think less again. loving the Requiem. I love Resurrection. I think what's going on, man?
Resurrection's an art house French movie, dude. It's good.
I don't hate Resurrection, but it is not a film I very often go, oh, I fancy watching that. For me, I can never pick a favourite between the first three. I've never been able to. What I want to watch just depends on my mood at the time. I put Romulus in that same circle now. You know, I can't pick a favourite between 1, 2, 3 and Romulus. Objectively, I know 1 and 2 are better films and more culturally significant films. But 3 and Romulus, while they are flawed, and again, there are choices I would have made differently had it been me writing it, I still enjoy them very much.
Yeah, having just played this section on normal, the aliens are definitely out and about more on hard in this sequence. 2 of them. Whereas there's really only like a couple little parts in medium where you're seeing 2 at once.
Just the king of games, just in time. Hello, gents, everyone. Welcome. You've got us for another hour or so as well. You're more than just in time.
Yeah, we'll have to switch to hunting grounds here. As much as we're enjoying this. But I hope everyone enjoyed the interview we had with the Elphonic guys. They showed us that before its public announcement for Hunting Grounds, and that was a fun discussion.
Yeah, I do enjoy talking to Jared.
Let's just see if I can make it out of the hive alive. If I die again, we'll just switch to Hunting Grounds.
Okay. Pardon me.
I don't know if the Xenos can crawl into these little spaces here. Like if I was to bang on the wall.
I don't think they can. I think it's just the face huggers that can come through there. If I remember rightly.
Well, should we find out?
Here we go.
Oh, it won't let me hit the wall in here. Okay. I guess I could. I guess not.
Zexim says, that interview was really good. Fuck. Casper says, Hunting Grounds is a decent game. I don't know why hardly anyone plays it. I didn't think it was unplayed. I mean, we don't generally struggle unless we're looking for a Clash game. Slayer Boy says, I'm surprised with the release of Romulus there was no DLC for fighting Reed. Would have enjoyed fighting the special alien as a boss. Yeah, the tie-ins have been not very well done or coordinated, I think. You know, like how we didn't get a feral earlier.
Woo.
Oh, that was close. Charlie says his list would be Aliens, Prometheus, Alien Romulus, Alien 3, Resurrection, then Covenant. Or Hook Covenant all that way down on the list.
Here's one of the bugs that's still in the game. This has been here for me for a while. There's a floating bolt gun right here. We'll see it in a second.
Rob says I play Hunting Ground.
There's always been a floating bolt gun at this part for me.
Is it not there now? I don't see
Oh,
any.
it's here.
Oh, right, yeah, I see it. Okay. What a little oddity.
Woo! I made it out alive.
Right, I'm gonna get booting up Hunting Grounds then.
All right. Sizzy Bubble says, "I had the floating wrench."
Ricardo, I can destroy the net.
Okay.
Alistair Ray says, I'm guessing you
This
destroy the
works.
queen when you destroy the hive. I imagine so. I suppose it crashing into KG blah blah blah, whatever it is, also did the job.
Okay, that worked. Now let's switch over to Hunting Grounds.
Okay, I am booting up.
Oh, there we go. That's the one I want. We'll be right
No Star
back.
Dutch says. No Star Dutch says Alien Covenant belongs all the way down there, Aaron. I'm sure Adam would agree with you. Do you prefer Prometheus or Covenant? I can't
I'm
remember.
really torn between the two. Like, Covenant, I feel like Prometheus is more bold, and although I have issues with it for that reason, I also really respect it for that reason. Like, I like it a lot more as an original sci-fi. I love the ship design in Prometheus. There's things I like about Covenant more. The characters feel more human. I do like some of the environments in Covenant as well. Like, I love the more lush-looking planet. I like some of the dark stone, even though, yeah, I would have preferred like a Giger-esque looking world. I do like some of the dark stone temple looking stuff. Like I was happy in the theater when they recreated that scene, the Isle of the Dead painting. I was like, whoa, that's so cool that they did that.
Yeah.
Casper
Caleb
says, did
joined in?
someone say Prometheus? Yeah, I know you like that one. That is a favorite for yours.
You joining us, Caleb?
Hello. Yes.
Welcome.
Apparently.
Welcome.
Apparently.
It's all cool.
Yes, indeed.
Ridgetop said it
Were
was
you
the-
summoned? Did the Ridgetop summon you?
I did. I
Uh-huh.
did summon him.
Excuse me, you didn't consult with me.
Listening for extra hunting in the grounds.
Look at Farrell's mask. It like hovers in front of his face a little bit. Like you can
We
see
can't.
his
You're
eyes.
on. You're on. We're on. We'll
Oh,
be
right,
right back.
right. My bad. 1 second. Thank you for
We're just
reminding
poor
me.
PS4 console plebs.
Spacefish.exe.
My Mac is cracked.
There we go. Now you should be able to see it.
Need boot power.
So apparently,
Audio.
Comshot, welcome to the stream. Hello. Are you returning to the hunting grounds now that Elphonic is? So they changed the party system in this. Apparently we don't have to create the party anymore. We just go here.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just join you? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can just join you.
Well, that's better.
Is Caleb going to be able to join as well? Easily.
Yeah, because I'm not convinced that crossplay is actually crossplay on PS4. If you two are playing it on
Crossplay,
PC.
not linked with Epic Games. Oh, great.
'Cause
Uh-oh.
I am linked
Linking.
with Epic Games. So,
Okay, now
oh,
it's
maybe that's
linking.
why I can't
That
see you
kicked
there.
Aaron then.
Okay, let me try rejoining you then.
Logging in.
Oh, I can't. I can't just join you.
Alright, 1 second.
Where's the crossplay bit? Oh, my crossplay is on. Yeah.
Well, it's weird. Like it says, it's Ilphonic being Ilphonic. There's an option that says crossplay, and then you have to still press.
no,
like,
I see,
go up into
yeah.
the party menu and then like
I've got a
yeah.
relink.
connect. Yeah.
Oh
So,
god, and now I need to remember my fucking Epic details.
I don't know how crossplay the actual crossplay is.
God damn it.
That is not my right password.
Yeah, I gotta reset my Epic password. I don't like you, Epic Games.
Make sure
Yeah.
you go on your thingy screen
Yeah.
if you reset.
it should just show the game. That's all I'm seeing.
And after all the problems we had this morning, for this now.
Did it reset all your loadouts as well?
Yep.
Of course.
I know my game crashed a good few times.
There we go.
One.
Well, I mean, I guess they've only been working on this patch for about the last, what, 6 months? Year? Something like that, so...
It's a good thing Caleb wasn't on that developer interview with us.
Yeah.
the bit where you were like, oh, so, you know, that's going to be like an upgrade on PS5,
That's gonna be pretty
huh?
seamless, right,
PS4.
guys?
It's gonna be like, well, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be pretty seamless. You're going to have to pay for it.
Well, they told us at first that you wouldn't be able to carry your progression from.
Okay, I'm linked. Invite me.
Yeah, I am too. From PS4 to. Okay, now I see you, Caleb.
Cam Chat says, loved your interview with Ilphonic BTW. What were your guys' impressions?
Oh my god.
Oh,
What now?
It seems that the PS4 version is not the same client as the PC version.
Really? I can see you on here on
I've got-
crossplay.
yeah, I accepted the invite and it said outdated client. You must update to latest client, and this is the latest version.
Are you sure
so
you
yeah.
haven't gotten the new hotfix?
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
isn't there another one?
I got the hotfix. It's just the hotfix is like 2.51 and the PC is like 3.0. Because I was trying some alleged crossplay matches the other night, and there was only ever matching up with PlayStation players.
Are you telling me the PS4 version is not on crossplay with all the other versions now?
It is not on crossplay with any other
Whoa.
version. It might be crossplay with. Well, actually, no. I don't think it's even crossplay with PS5. I've not seen any ferals.
Well,
Scaddy says in the chat that the PS4 wasn't updated like the PS5 version.
Yeah, outdated client. You must update before you can join.
that's surprising because they still have a PS4 player base.
Well, they are Ilphonic though, so I mean, it's not entirely unexpected.
Well, Caleb, I think it's time to buy the PS5 version.
I think it's time they can go to hell.
Well,
Well, I guess we're just doing it. Caleb, you can be our moral
yeah.
support.
Yeah, I'll.
okay, is that going on
guess-
our feedback list, Adam?
Yes. Feedback list: PS4 update not as seamless as previously claimed. Oh my god. Yeah, they're just trying to. They're doing everything they can to like nerf the PS4 version into the ground, so you can be like, well, maybe you should just give us an extra $15
Listen,
for the PS5.
I will
version."
say, it's worth the $15. I tried it, fired it up. Yeah, I fired it up on my PS5. It is a nice visual upgrade. I feel it's worth it. Do I think they should have made, like, I don't know why PS4 is not active on crossplay right now. That seems a bit silly.
Yeah, a little bit. Because yeah, the PS4 version's been updated as well, like visually and everything, but it just doesn't seem like. Well, I mean, the frame rate is terrible because they removed the uncapped frame rate option on.
So that's still
PS4
gone,
Pro.
even with the latest
Oh, yeah,
hotfix.
that's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we have an Xbox Predator player.
Oh, and we have an Xbox support.
Girlfriend V. Mike says I don't play the game enough anymore to want to pay $15 for a game I've had a few years.
That's kind of where I'm at as well. I'm like, how much am I really gonna play this once the honeymoon period is over? And they've already they're already doing their best to sour that honeymoon period right now. With all the
In a
all the
4-year
stuff
honeymoon
there.
period.
No, I mean the honeymoon period for this update.
Oh, I
Once
see.
it's like, oh, the graphics are all shiny and stuff. I'm like, but I'm doing everything that I've spent like 800 hours doing over the last 4 years.
I will say the night vision looks a hell of a lot better.
Oh yeah, I mean even on PS4 that stuff's been updated.
Okay.
Like the night vision like PS4 on playing it on the PS5 version.
That's super
It definitely
odd
looks better.
that they don't have crossplay for just PS4.
That can't be intentional, surely.
It definitely, even if it's not intentional, it definitely tracks with IllFonic being IllFonic. Like, of course, you're building up to this for how many months, and you still find a way to bork everything.
Damn.
Caleb is not a happy customer right now.
See, Mike's with me. Is it odd or is it on brand for IllFonic? Says Mike. I'm kind of agreeing. Yeah.
Well, now the area knows we're here. Let's hope they don't find you. Well, it seems like he's not here, but I can definitely trace his location from here. Give me terminal access.
Style says I'd probably save my money for the inevitable open world Predator game. I don't think that's so inevitable, unfortunately.
I don't know.
That
You
should have
feel like
happened a long
if the next
time
movie
ago.
does really well in theaters, so they have 2 highly performing Predator movies, you don't think they'd do a higher budget Predator game?
I don't know, because
Depends, yeah. It's like Godzilla's the most hype and well-performing box office it's ever been right now, and
That's
Toho's
true.
still like, who gives a shit? We're not going to do any games. Why would we do that? But that's, completely different company.
Oh. Okay, there we go.
I'm led to believe that the open world games cost a lot to make. So,
Unless you're Ubisoft. In which case they can just fart them out one a year.
Apparently Ubisoft is having identity crisis right now,
Oh yeah, they wonder why.
trying to sell
Like-
themselves to Tencent.
Hey, here's another Assassin's Creed game. What's the matter? You want other games? Wait, why is our stock price
What?
tanking?
I mean, with how much we enjoyed the Wildlands stuff, I wouldn't be opposed to Ubisoft doing an open world Predator.
Well, you see, it's that era of Ubisoft I was actually really into. Like, I beat Ghost Recon Wildlands, I loved it. Assassin's Creed Origins I thought was fantastic.
I've never seen that drone before. Is this a new mission for the update?
I've seen the drones before.
Oh, Predator.
I've seen this mission before. Oh shit. I'm coming!
Posted
just
back and
odd.
says,
I
"Do you
just
guys
wanted-
not
yeah.
have phones?" Stop
It's just
from it.
it's the very rare one, it seems like.
I don't know how I fell so far behind.
I forgot what I'd bound to block again.
You're on your own. Don't worry, I'm sure IllFonic is unbounded.
I just don't think I've ever played this mission before.
Yeah,
It doesn't come up very often.
it's been around, yeah. Oh, he's back.
But yeah, it's not one of them. It feels like some of them show up more than others, and this is one that doesn't show up very much.
Where's my team? Old
Who's do
bed.
the objectives? You're too busy out there pulling your camera out at the Predator while he's trying to attack you.
Thanks. Shut up. You ain't got time to bleed.
Yexim asks,
Where
do you
are
guys
you
know
healing?
if
He's
Predator
healing right
87
here.
skin is on the
Where is he?
Xbox version? I don't think it is it? I don't think the Jungle Hunter is on Xbox at all. Well, no, Camshot says yes, there is a version on Xbox that includes it.
Really?
Apparently.
Caustic Viper says, yeah, a Predator game where you drop on different planets and hunt different fauna according to the honor code and decorate your ships and gears out of the spines and skulls. That is the dream Predator game. That's
Yeah.
perfectly frank.
I guess we better bring Aaron back.
You don't have to. You're being attacked. Yeah.
Jeez.
Charlie Hutchins says, what would you guys think of a comic based on Neil Blomkamp's Alien 5? Which could work as a what-if title. I am certainly glad we didn't get the film, but I would be very curious for a what-if of them. I wish Marvel would do more of those, like Dark Horse had started to. I would be all about.
Certainly glad we didn't get Sigourney Weaver and Michael Biehn back, and instead we got Alien Covenant. Man, what a relief!
I think Blomkamp thing would have been worse. From what we know of that film.
It definitely would have been a film that it would have
Was made.
existed if it would have been
Yeah.
made. Yeah. So,
I
sure.
do not like the sounds of any of the things we're aware of that.
Yeah. so
Mike
that's
says we still dodged a bullet with the Blomkamp thing. Yeah, but Adam wants it, so you know.
I mean, I could have seen it and thought it was silly, but I always did like his style. I didn't like all of his movies. I liked Elysium and District 9. I was less crazy about Chappie.
Yeah, I liked Chappie, but I didn't like Elysium.
His horror film was very okay. Demonic could have been much better. I haven't seen Gran Turismo, but I heard it's entertaining. I heard it's perfectly watchable.
If that
Just
isn't
always
high
glowing
praise for a
endorsement
film, yeah.
The Evening Standard says it's perfectly watchable.
What? Caleb, read Mike's comment out for me.
Oh yeah, Mike says we dodged the bullet with the Blomkamp thing. That's the film that would have ended the franchise, like Fede said, a movie that was made for the fans would do. Yes, it says Demonic was so boring.
I don't know if the Predator didn't end that franchise, then
We looked out on that with Prey being in production before, and you know that.
yeah, that's true.
If Prey wasn't already
Yeah.
in progress, we would have never have got that film.
Yeah.
And thank
Yeah.
God we did.
The Predator would be taking a long nap right now. Until different studio heads showed up, probably.
It is pretty wild just how much we're gonna be getting next year between the Alien series and the Predator film. I kind of have to do a double take on it. Like, whoa.
Steady
be the
stream of
most-
comics as well.
Will it be the most major Alien and Predator stuff in the same year?
I think so. I was just thinking I can't remember a year where there was ever an Alien and Predator project in the same year. I mean, the closest
Yeah.
we had them was 1 year apart. Like Covenant was 2017 and The Predator was 2018.
Hmm.
Good job, soldiers.
And we had Predators 2010,
Prometheus
Prometheus
2012.
2012. Yeah.
Mike's Monster says there's more than just the Predator film coming too, but we can't talk about that just yet. That's right, we cannot.
I've been reached out to by a few more people about that, so we can probably start to perhaps look at reporting on that shortly.
Ooh. We
Lifting
gonna
the lid.
break that? You gonna break that?
Oh, snap. And then Dan's gonna be like, send someone round to break them.
No more after parties for them.
Adam only cares about his
so
fucking,
long.
Adam only cares about his perks.
He's like,
Oh wait, did our
Let's not,
party
let's
get
not
disbanded?
report on that.
Oh, I think it did.
just yeah, it's like make sure you've got like
I
Darkness's
was
name on that
no,
one.
I
so
found
you can
I
go-
was the one who said he should, if you remember. I was like, ooh, yeah, that's extra evidence. You should maybe report on this.
Oh, there's been more stuff after
Yeah.
what we had the darkness.
No, I'm just meaning like make sure he's got his name on it. So if
Well-
Dan comes at you, you can be like, "Hey man, he did it, not me. I was telling him not to."
I found an extra casting thing, if you remember, and that's what I showed to Darkness.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, you can see Farrell's eye there. His mask, you gotta stick it on his face, Ilphonic. Gotta just
Yeah.
push it on his face a bit more.
You can, yeah, like I was noticing it on some of those lower angled shots in the Ilphonic video that you did, where you could like see his face and his eyes underneath the mask sometimes.
Mike wagging his finger at us. Controller pairing lost. That's okay.
Daddy says-
Mashebma. I do not know how to pronounce your username with a 7 in the middle of it. Any of you guys devs on PhD? We are not.
No. We just play it.
Oh, Mike
Scotty
Monster
says-
says, throwing more shade. No, I was hinting about a guy who goes by Mr. ... something.
Reports of disease and poison
He does
livestock
not have any
revealed
restraint
Brunswick
or respect.
operation where pigs are being used as couriers.
Scaddy says Fugitive was so cool and got wasted for that CGI monstrosity. No Style Dutch says that somebody fucked an alien joke is one of the things I actually like a little. Scaddy says, yeah, same, that joke was hilarious. I like the cast and characters of that film. I find it funny. It's just the Predator parts of it, especially towards the end, are not great.
It's funny.
Down there, it's
some
down there
of
with
the time.
AVP Requiem, in my opinion.
It's
as
funny
an
some
overall
of the
package.
time. Some
I
other
think-
stuff does not land.
Yeah, I was not loving some of the comedy in that movie. I was like, you really want to be joking around all the time in a Predator film? Really not undercutting a lot of the threat and the scariness and the tension here.
I mean, I did not mind them trying something different on paper. Like, I watched The Nice Guys on the lead
Yeah,
up
I
to
love
The
the Nice
Predator.
Guys. That was so good.
I thought it was great, and I was like, if this is what you're doing with Predator, this could really work and be different and interesting. And yeah, I usually stop watching the movie when Fugitive dies because I'm like, oh, we have
Yeah.
the CGI Hulk monster now. It's not an interesting design. At least if we would have had the emissaries, there would have been 2 more practical Predators to be in the movie for a bit longer.
Be smoking cigars and stuff.
That sounds cool.
I
though.
don't mind that. The sound of that, I'll be honest.
I don't know. I'd have been like, really, we're going here with Predator?
I mean, they
Like,
were already
Dutch
going
shows
there in
up,
that
he's
movie
like,
in
"You're
general.
smoking stogies with them now! They killed my entire team! You have them over for stogies!"
Not these ones though, Caleb.
Hashtag
They're
not all
friendly.
I remember when I asked that, and the director was like, "Not all predators." I was like, "Wait, are you
Yeah.
saying all the predators this entire time? The reason they've been taking skulls is to get the brain juice?" Like, no, only some predators, and they're only after the autistic ones.
There's just a clan that enjoy autistic prey. That's all.
It's the Brain Juice clan or whatever.
Got to get the
Only
brain
that.
juice.
The thing is, I fully can buy into there being a group of predators that go around doing genetic manipulation.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Because
that-
they
that
are
idea-
fucking cheaters.
Yeah, that idea sounds like something they would do. That was never a problem for me. when it was like, oh man, they're taking spines to get all the brain juice and stuff. I was like, oh no, not like this.
Not all of them, just some of them.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's fine.
Caustic Viper says, my question is why the Pred dogs are basically a pit bull with dreads.
Yeah, that design
Because
was
Shane
such a
Black
step
has a
down.
pit bull. Isn't that the reason?
Really? Is that it?
Well, if didn't they have like some cool props maquette or something that showed Studio ADI's original design
Yes.
for the dogs, and it looked better.
Yeah, it did. To be fair, I thought the Hellhounds were perfectly fine, but they wanted them to be a sympathetic design, didn't they, in this?
The butcher shit. That might shine some light on this. Help me up.
Where is he? Oh, he's jumped down.
Scatty Gemini says they want my autism. Oh no!
Careful, asshole.
Next stage of human evolution.
He's in the trees, Adam. He's above you.
Think I bagged my limit today.
Apologies for not reading out more of the chat stuff. My internet is being a bit finicky.
It's the only reason you're even fucking here.
Yeah, I got one job and I can't even do that right.
Find a radio. Let's see what news.
Like a Phonic with their matchmaking.
Mike's Monster says the cool props design doesn't look too wildly different than what we got in the film. Just different skin color and no dreads. Still not a great design. IMO would have preferred what we had in Predators. Yeah, I mean ultimately I feel like the Hellhounds are a better design. Oh shoot. That's what they were called in Predators, right, Aaron? The
Yeah.
Hellhounds?
Yeah,
Hellhounds.
yeah.
I agree. I know it's because they wanted them to be sympathetic when one of them got lobotomized.
Again,
I
it's
would-
like,
I
you
would
know,
feel-
Yeah, that
problems
was.
on top of problems.
I would feel sympathetic towards the freaky looking tusked ones.
Yeah, it's like all you had to do was make him go like, type thing, and then there you go.
Or better yet, just don't have that plot point. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
insane.
exactly. Yeah, better yet, just don't do that. Do something else.
I've seen some ugly dogs that people seem to like. I'm sure.
Yeah. Just don't do that, and that would be better.
Wow.
I still haven't even set up my classes. I'm on like all default stuff here.
Yeah, I've not got any kit or anything.
Having to remember like
That
where I
film
put
is
a
so
lot of
bad.
the class stuff from the same reason.
I still think the prequel novel was good though, you know. For the Predator.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard that was better
the
than the movie.
prequel novel was really good.
It's a shame the prequel novel to this wasn't good.
I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it as much as you guys did.
I
But
didn't hate it. It was just mid as fuck.
Yeah, it kind of missed what everyone was there for.
Yeah.
Didn't it also make Stargazer look extra incompetent by having like another Predator escape? Oh no, that was no. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Predator prequel novel.
Well, the prequel novel, it's intentional that he escapes, which was also a
Yeah.
little head scratching, but
I might reread that again soon. It's been a little while. But like I really enjoyed like the mentor character. Whose name I can't immediately remember right now.
BB Hunter 942 says I'm new to the game as I'm an Xbox player and I'm absolutely loving this game. Well, nice. Falling right into Ilphonic's trap.
Behind us, Adam.
Yeah.
No, we've honestly had
Oh,
a
I'll
lot
make-
of we might gripe about Ilphonic being Ilphonic, but we've had a lot of fun with this game, which is why we're still playing it
Oh yes.
4 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, to be fair, Cam Chat and that we're taking the piss out of in the chat as well, because they're the same. Is second-winded.
Yeah, and you know, here's hoping that this does well enough that they're able to go beyond
You healing
the,
right
you know,
here?
one extra predator that they've got.
It's stuck.
We
Oh,
know
he
he's coming.
quit. He must have quit. Or is he trying to do like a glitch or something? Because he's in the rock now and we can't reach him.
Check
It says
the,
he's behind us, according to my thing.
check the scoreboard if there's no
Oh.
predator
Did
there.
it
he's quit.
respawn him somewhere?
Yeah,
I think-
he's behind us there.
No, he's still on the scoreboard. He must be a PS4 player.
You wouldn't even be able to see him if he was on PS4. He's in a different
Alice.
jungle.
Alistair Ray says Predator novel for this game sucks. It was not very good. I thought Titan were cursed when it came to the video game tie-ins, because none of them were very strong in my opinion.
Yeah, because you didn't like the Infiltrator novel either.
No, I thought that was a waste.
Yeah, the only one
Honest-
you've liked is the Predator prequel, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you didn't like Origins, right? The Covenant one?
Origins could have been more interesting than it was. It could have been and should have been far more interesting than it was.
Charlie Hutchins asks, "You guys gonna get the prequel comic to Romulus?"
Damn right I am. I think I might actually go and pick that up after work.
Well, that doesn't come out
And it-
until 15th, right?
Next Wednesday, I think.
Given its condition, this body will be invaluable to our research.
That's not the 15th.
Bonus will reflect the work you've
15th
thought
is...
comics- I thought comics normally came out on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Or no,
Hang on,
sorry,
let me check.
16th. It comes out on 16th, which is a Wednesday. So yeah, that's a week from this Wednesday. So about 2 weeks away. Or a week and a half. Whatever.
I best go actually put some equipment on this class.
That might be good.
So was that on PC as well? It deleted the loadouts?
Oh yeah, it
Everywhere.
completely wiped.
Just everyone then.
Right, don't launch us into a thing yet.
Yeah. Do I still have... Okay, so I still have all my classes. I got Beast Mode. Do I have my OWLF operative? Okay, I'll be him. Well, he doesn't have... a
Long
lot of
ago,
health.
I started taking screen caps of my loadouts for this game because this would happen so often. So I'm now having to go back to all the screen caps that I took years ago and try and rebuild the classes I had.
Man, it's been so long since I've actually had to build a class in this game. I do like the OWLF Pitbull. That is a cool assault rifle. That was like their first kind of PredTech incorporated one, and then they had the full plasma rifle prototype.
Yeah.
But
I like having plasma rifle on my OWLF guy just so it's all like all OWLF stuff.
we'll do Mercenary 87. I actually do like Dutch's old M16. It was a pretty powerful gun.
Yeah, that always used to be my default.
I heard they buffed the submachine guns in the patch. So let's try one of those.
And
We'll try
I
the
think
Chris.
and they lowered the amount of ammo for pistols and shotguns, didn't they? As well, like the total amount.
Maybe. I don't know. Do the suppressor. Optic. 4x. Okay. Do gear
Team
hand.
player.
Set to default. There we go. Oh yes, but this is Mr. Farrell. And let me show you him without his without his mask. I think they got the face right. Like it looks better than Wolf's did, because Wolf's was kind of like halfway there.
It definitely looks recognizably feral.
Yeah.
Dreadlocks look great.
I kind of wish they'd have done a version that was like that fan design, where it was just more in line with classic.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't expecting them to go so accurate because of the different heads.
Yeah, same.
That looks cool. A red feral. He's a lava planet feral.
Because yeah, like the Mr. Black and Falconer have sort of slightly different dimensions to their heads, don't they? Because you can tell they were trying to fit like a different sized head on the kind of head model that they already had for the game.
Let's see if we can find a clash.
Oh yeah, that's cool. They got the feral spear, combi stick for feral. Just having a look at that for the first time. Shame you can't split it in two, but the fact that they even did the skin at all is pretty cool.
Maki 7 VE, that's what I'm going with. And arrows down to 20 from 30 less damage. Well, that's good, because there were a lot of arrow spammers out there, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. It was definitely one of the tryhard's weapons of choice. No offense to anybody in here that likes using it.
No, I like using it. But,
Yes, so do I.
yeah, a lot of Predator players used it a lot.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you could tell from your guys' interview that, you know, the lawsuit tripped him up quite a bit. They probably
Yeah,
would've-
more than they
would
can
have gotten
probably admit.
Feral. Yeah. I mean, we were probably lucky to even get Feral's mask, you know, when Prey
As
came
early as
out.
we
I'm
did,
sure they would
yeah.
yeah, I'm sure they would have liked to have released Feral and all this stuff back then.
I just wish the games would do a better job of capitalizing on other events and other,
Yeah.
you know, moments in the fandom.
It doesn't seem like there's as much crossover with certain things as there should be.
Yeah,
And we're
they
in
should
this,
do a better job.
yeah.
If we finally get the Shuriken, I'll be happy. Because they have that fully modeled and everything. Mike's Monster says the lawsuit did a lot of messing up, plus the buyout too. I just shared in the boards that Super 7 lost the license when the buyout happened, while they were deep in some Alien and Predator projects too. Yeah, that's what I think Ilphonic did tell us some of that, Aaron, that just during the period of transition it was very chaotic, and he says it was much better now in recent times.
Well, remember, it killed it killed several games that we've since become aware of. It killed the board game, the war game, Thrill of the Hunt, and Unleashed.
I guess we're doing a regular
Yeah.
match.
There was that Hadley's Hope game, wasn't there? It was
Yeah,
killed.
then there was another one as well, wasn't there? There was two games I'm sure that we reported on. One was there was a Hadley's Hope one, and there was another one, something to do with 3D Realms.
Yeah, there was definitely at least one more.
I don't
remember
remember.
you saying about. And it sucks that, you know, they can't just, I guess it's just nature of the industry that they can't just then go, alright, well that's sorted, let's pick it up, you know, because they would probably have them to go immediately into some other project that they actually could work on. And they're like,
Yeah.
sorry, we're working on another game now, you know, that time came and went.
Managed to secure a rare piece of tech that'll be a significant
Mike's Monster said Haya lost the license around then too, so I think it was the same situation for them. Yeah, I was disappointed because they just started a new like 7-inch line with their Godzilla figures, moving on from the mini ones. So I was hoping for the same from them for Alien and Predator, because I really was enjoying their mini figures. No Style Dutch says, Caustic, as much as I like Prometheus, it taught me that some things just don't need explaining. I'm curious about that skull, too, though, I admit, but still. Yeah. I never imagined the space jockeys as big albino dudes.
That's
No.
because they're not, remember?
Yeah.
They're just imitating another culture.
That's Aaron's headcanon for justifying it. Because even he knows it's a terrible idea.
But
I'm
the
gonna go
thing
with that
is,
as headcanon as well.
I'm sure the RPG suggests that as well anyway.
Oh, it
doesn't
does. It does,
Yeah.
yeah. It says, you know, maybe the real space jockeys are out there somewhere, and these aren't the ones
Because
from
everyone
Federa.
thought it was a terrible idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the thing is, I actually really like the engineers. I just don't like them as the space
Yeah.
jockeys.
Same.
It's like
you know,
Alan
I like
Dean
that they-
Foster saying that David recreated the alien because he's like, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
Exactly. Yeah, because like I like how the engineers kind of expand the the
Predator already
universe a
over
bit, but not so much as them being the space jockeys.
And he's just kind of running in here, isn't he?
Get him.
But yeah, the daytime lighting in the new version is different. Like, even the
Yeah.
time of day. Like, I noticed this map before was kind of sunset here, and now it feels more midday-ish. And it feels really bright, honestly. Like, if I'm looking towards a shaded area and then look back towards a different area, like, it gets quite bright.
The water seems clearer as well in the sections where you can see water like this.
Well, now it looks
I
kind of
like the
similar.
graphical overhaul. I think it's
Oh.
really nice.
Ow! I was looking at the sun, now I have an arrow in me.
That is what happens when you look at the sun. That's why I tell you not to. That's how you get blinded.
Oh shit. He's on me.
Where are you? Are you green?
Nice, nice, nice.
I see some headcanons being shared in the chat. Galen,
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah, Caustic Viper saying, my headcanon is that the engineers are simply like humans with a god complex and copy the jockey's tech to feel like they're now the gods.
Yeah,
And
that
that's the
works
thing
for
as
me.
well, is it kind of fits, you know? Because that's the whole thing with, like, Wayland, right? He's like, hey, here's this copy of us that I made.
Now I'm a
And
god.
he chose him David.
Yep.
He's like, we're the gods now, right? 'Cause I can
Completely
do that.
works.
Yeah, and the jockeys are, I mean, the engineers are basically making copies of themselves, like you say, with the humans seeding those planets. So
Yeah, but they still figured the humans didn't know their place, and that's why they're angry at them in the end, right? They still see themselves as gods, to some extent, compared to
Yeah,
humanity.
it's still
Yeah.
hubris. Nobody said they were self-aware in that regard.
Patrols are on high alert.
I will happily see more of them. I just... I really want them to lean into this whole the copy of them thing.
It's just so fun how, like, none of them can touch any of Ridley's ideas. They can only just hint at them, because no one knows
Yeah.
what he's gonna do next.
although it seems like that's been loosening up a bit lately, hasn't it, compared to what it was a few years
Yes.
ago? Like some of the RPG, more recent RPG stuff has been touching upon elements that games and things weren't allowed to a few years back. Probably because everybody knows Ridley's not coming back to do another one.
Yeah. Which is fine by me.
No Style Dutch says, let's be real, Ridley probably isn't even sure what he wants to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange going back to those old interviews around Covenant time, and he's like, oh, I got 3 more in me before we come into the back end of Alien. And I'm like, yeah,
And now you're
that
like,
would have been something.
Yeah, Ridley can stay away. It can pay the bills, but
We are target. Send in last known
Yeah. Maybe not so much directing the creative side.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, I liked Covenant. No more of that, please.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so that says something.
I just don't. I don't trust him not to ruin it.
Yeah.
Like,
where
don't
I'm
get me wrong. I like Covenant. I don't like everything it did, and I don't like the implications of its wider suggestions.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I'm like, hey, you know, there's some good stuff about that movie. I hope he doesn't make another one.
You ain't gonna die today.
Because likewise, there's like just enough wiggle room that you can like headcanon your way out of some of the stuff that, you know, isn't
Don't like.
so
Yes.
great.
Yes.
David.
It's like Bilbo says in the chat. You know, I'd still like to see David return. I think David is one of the best things to happen to the franchise in the recent years.
He figured out the time travel function on the space jockey ship, and that's what crashes on LV-426. After
See, that's
Probably
what
brought
I.
Ripley and Newt back.
That's
for
what
the
I
Predator.
don't want them to do, because it just seems like such a. I don't think I want the space jockeys or the engineers to have time travel. I don't think I want time
Oh, no.
traveling alien at all.
No, it's too like advanced sci-fi for the universe. I like that.
He's
You know,
coming.
as sci-fi as certain stuff gets with the black goo and whatnot, it still feels kind of grounded.
But it's still sci-fi body horror kind of stuff.
Yeah. Once you start bringing in time travel, I feel like that would kind of overwhelm everything else. If you made a point of it.
Xeno096, thank you. Is that you, Hunter? Thank you for
damn
joining
it.
us.
Yeah, Xenosaurian says they already hinted at the engineers and predators having time travel technology. It's like, yep,
Yeah,
that's fine. We don't want
Fire-
them to go any more than that.
Fire and Stone heavily, not Fire and Stone, Life and Death heavily imply it.
Okay, now the sun's like, did the sun change position during our time on the map? Huh. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
It's nearby again.
That's interesting.
Scotty Gemini says, is it bad I don't like David? The movie's focused way too much on him and I just wanted Xenos.
Yeah, there certainly was not a lot of Xenos in the Grand Return of the Alien in Covenant.
I still really like him. I mean, even when he gets a bit more overtly bad guy in Covenant, I still really fucking enjoy him.
Yeah, I was okay with that because it felt like where he would go after
No,
Prometheus.
it's because all his inhibitions had been removed at that
Yeah.
point.
And he's clearly not a big fan of humans in general in Prometheus.
Well, who is? You know.
Yeah, yeah, with good reason.
He did feel a bit more gray in Prometheus, though.
Well, he
yeah.
had to. He has to hide it in Prometheus, doesn't he? He's in a position of submission and slavery. You know, he doesn't have that limitation on him in Covenant.
Max is very bad. You need to like David.
And hopefully we get Predator and Dead by Daylight next year as well. That would be big. Caleb doubts that'll happen, but I keep
I hope
hoping.
it does. I hope it does.
Hey, you doubted Alien will happen too until it did.
Well, I doubted that it would happen as often as you were saying it would happen. It was like every time there was a new killer until he eventually got added. But it just
And
seems like
there's
there's
some
a
new
lot
ones
of
coming soon, isn't there? New
Yeah, we
Alien
know
skin and Ripley skin.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, weird engineering looking
Yeah,
alien.
like black goo skin thingy. Yeah. Yeah, we know the next killer is going to be an original one, and then there's going to be a licensed killer only, which could be Predator, and then Five Nights at Freddy's. So
March is when
most
it
of the
could
next
happen.
year is already confirmed. There's only like one possible spot that it could be, and
That's,
if it's not that, then it's going to be at least a year.
yeah, that's March, right?
Yeah. Mike says it's the same with Predator. Every new killer is Predator to Ridgetop.
Fanboys, eh? Always optimistic.
I mean, it's, you know, it's like one. It's significant because that's still one of the most played games right now. It's like when the Predator came to Fortnite, like that's probably the introduction to the character for a lot of younger people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, it was. I remember one of the first times when I played this, like when it came out, they were like, "Oh man, I didn't know like Predator was a thing. Like, there's a Predator game now. I thought he was just in Fortnite. There's Predator movies." I was like, "Jeez."
Killed the armor unit.
Somebody's giving you shit in the comments. Giving Dead by Daylight shit in the comments. Oh, ow.
Comchat
Comchat,
says no,
not a
please,
DVD
no Dead by
fan.
Daylight. Please no. I hope if they did Predator and Dead by Daylight, that the
He's after
hooks
me.
looked like the ones in Predators, like those kind of the things that Crucified
Ah!
strung up on.
Whew.
In the same way that they've got themed.
Oh,
alien hook.
holes!
You escaped. No, Hicks was down.
Xenosaurian's a fellow DVD fan. Comshot burned out, as is Mike, apparently.
You get burned out after a while. I'm okay with coming. I was burnt out for quite a while, and every time Ridgetop would suggest playing it, I'd be like, "Do we have to?" But I'm kind of back being like, "Yeah, I'm down for that again." Just it helps to take a break every now and then.
Caustic Viper says, Adam got scratched once by the Predator and just lobbed every explosive on his person at the floor. Yeah, I figured I would try and just lob all my grenades at my feet and run away from him. Hopefully some of them got him.
It's not a bad idea. They're gonna run towards you. Make sure there's explosives there instead.
One more.
One more.
Mike says he got burnt out immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch, I can tell you that exactly. He says, how many tracks in this soundtrack? Unfortunately, the press release they gave us wasn't really a press release. It was the extent of what I shared on
Well, I had
on
a streaming link,
socials.
didn't it? That'll tell
For
you how many
Raws?
tracks.
Yeah, that's what
there
I'm
are.
saying. That's
Yeah.
why I can tell him how many there is. Although I've only listened to a couple of tracks on it, was just it came up because I can't listen to it in the car. 20 tracks, Mitch.
I figured there'd be more.
Are you guys finding that the music is a bit more like prominent now in the game? Like I feel like I'm hearing musical cues that I didn't hear before.
I can't
the
say I've
update.
noticed a difference.
Given the nature of the intel, it's likely that Stargazer plans to blackmail these individuals, which leaves us.
Maybe it's just maybe it's another audio bug or something. It's not meant to be as loud as it. Not that it's loud, but I'm hearing stuff that I was like, oh, I've not heard that. Is that new?
Mitch says, yeah, some of the fan ones have 40 plus tracks. As long as they have that cool song during the credits.
Style Dutch says, is Badlands more likely for 2025 or 2026?
Oh, that's coming next year.
Yeah.
What's this? Sorry.
When
Badlands.
Badlands. Which
Oh,
year
yeah.
is Badlands going to come out? So yeah.
Next year.
It's been filming for a while, so yeah, next year.
I can't imagine it. It wouldn't.
Yeah, it would have to get delayed for some random reason for it to not come out next year, I think.
That's our boy. You should have a security token on him with a rotating password. Put him down and retrieve the token.
Dutch is back.
Enemy down.
Slayer Boy
That
says,
was
have
still
you
one of
guys
the
played
great-
Mortal Kombat XL with the Predator and Xenomorph?
Yeah, I played that back in the day quite a bit.
You were obsessed with that, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I've been into Mortal Kombat. Yeah, less so. 10 was the last one I was kind of really into. Like I played 11 a good bit, but not nearly as much as 9 and 10. And then the new one, Mortal Kombat 1, I got through the story, but I haven't really played much of it since, honestly.
Yeah, MKX was the last one I got, but I didn't play it very much.
Come on. Oh, it's Feral. Apparently they upped the damage on the AI snipers. So you want to take them out?
Oh yeah,
We have-
they definitely did.
Is there normally any health spawn around here?
I wish my internet wasn't crapped out. I could see and tell you.
This isn't over.
Can you watch the stream on Discord or no?
On Discord, let me try.
Somebody asked us how many times we've seen Romulus in this theatre. I've seen it one less than Adam, so I'll let him answer that question. I can't remember.
I've seen it 6.
So I've seen it far. I did look at going again recently, but the showings were at like 3 fucking PM. I was like, no, but people work at that time.
Doesn't seem like it. I guess you're not sharing your screen on Discord anymore.
No, you stopped when we started playing this, Adam.
Let's get a shield up. Okay, let me do that real quick.
That's okay. It's just it's on my internet has been crapping out for the last couple of days. Certain sites like YouTube not going very fast, so
Should be streaming now.
it's entirely a problem on my end. If it's a problem on my end, if I can't see it. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see it there. Well, this just makes it more random. Why YouTube won't work? Okay. No, I don't think. Oh. It might be health just past that camp.
Oh, I found it in the end. I found it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's so good.
Shit. It's coming.
I noticed they've also made it more clear and obvious when like someone needs help, like to get them up. Seems like there's some kind of pinging.
Finally, second one.
It's ended, yeah.
I'm after him if you want to get those guys up.
Yeah, I'm getting him.
We go after it.
This is as far as you go. I mean, oh damn, especially if he's gonna heal right there.
Did he have fast heal? I think he might
He
have.
must have. That was quick. I can't believe he got away from you.
I've got radios lighting up. They're gonna be looking for you, fire team.
Finally.
Down. Finish the kill. You have 2 options.
Like I says, seen Romulus 3 times with different friends each time.
Shooting.
Most liked it one wasn't a fan of The Offspring, but everyone enjoyed the film as a whole.
I love The Offspring.
Out of here.
Yeah, I liked it too.
But that does seem to be one of the Marmite moments of the film.
Yeah, definitely. But that was like another thing of like, hey, I kind of like the engineers, you know, like in a non-space jockey context. Like I kind of smiled when I was like, oh, it looks like an engineer. That's kind of cool.
Oh, it was so fucking creepy.
It was. I love the silhouette in the steam when Rain's like hobbling away from it, and you can just.
Oh yeah.
You could see. I was like, ugh, that's good.
Just that introduction moment of it, just the silence
Yeah, just sat there.
Ammo.
Yeah, like in all my showings, the entire screen was just silent at that moment, and you could feel like this whole what the fuck vibe.
Yeah.
Reloading. Pulling over the site now. Hold your ground, Voodoo.
God, you know what? I really fucking love that song.
Yep, I'm looking forward to getting the Blu-ray. Watching it again. I'm happy that we're not having to go through the same thing we went through with Prey, where we were wondering if it was ever gonna even get a physical release. Obviously, this time with it being a major, cinema release to begin with.
Yes. Yeah.
It was always going to be, getting a proper home video release as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our usual Sunday stream. We should be back at it next week. I may be out of town the following week, so it may just be Aaron streaming. But yeah, hope you enjoyed
Make
our...
sure you remind me, so I actually plan what I'm going to do on my own.
But I hope you enjoyed our Isolation and Predator Hunting Grounds live stream. Tomorrow is the anniversary for Isolation, so we'll be keeping an eye out for any potential news on that. There's been some leaks and rumors, or alleged leaks. We'll have to see if there's any truth to those.
There's been rumors. We definitely know we're getting an official release of the soundtrack for the first time, though, which is cool.
But we will at least be around to celebrate the anniversary, if nothing else. We have a couple podcasts for that plan, as Aaron mentioned. We're doing our roundtable retrospective, as well as having on some former developers for the game. So keep an eye out for those before too long. Yeah, but should be a nice spooky October month with a bunch of news. We'll get some behind the scenes stuff with Romulus once the digital for that drops. So.
And I will be posting our new interview tomorrow morning GMT, so that'll probably be very late for you guys in the States. But morning GMT with the performer inside the alien suit in Romulus,
Mr. Trevor Newland.
Indeed. I keep wanting to call him Colin for some reason, and I don't know why. Is there a Colin Newland? I don't fucking know. But yeah, Trevor. And it was a very good chat. Very much enjoyed that one. So I'm looking forward to dropping that tomorrow morning.
Yep. You can always find us on our website, avpgalaxy.net, or on all the major social channels, or of course right here on YouTube. We have our video version of our podcast with director Fede Alvarez. That was a really great one. I just finished an editorial on a planned AVP theme park, which never came to be, so check that out if you haven't already.
Indeed. Did a very good job on that one.
It was very cool.
Thanks.
Definitely worth a read and a watch.
But all right.
The theme park sites are picking that up now too.
Yeah, some better than others.
Some a bit more directly than others, yeah.
Nothing like a bit of plagiarism, eh?
Yeah, that's how you know you've
But
made
I am glad they apologized about that and they're correcting it. That makes me a little more happy. But all right, everybody, thank you again for joining us. Until next time, it's been Ridgetop
And Corporal Hicks.
And Caleb.
Signing off.